Out of the Blue, proudly brought to you by San Remo. We're family.
Another surprise!
Out of the blue.
You want that with fries?
Out of the blue. Come with me across the sea on a barbecue. We're gonna cook for you.
Nothing but blue skies!
Out of the blue.
You want some chili with those fries?
Out of the blue.
Gets the old kicker going. Years ago I used to be in a lifesaving club, and you know, it's some of the best years of my life. This is the Brighton Surf Lifesaving Club. Brighton is a coastal suburb of Adelaide, South Australia, situated between Seacliff and Glenelg and a side holdfast bay.
On today's program, we have a good look around Brighton, find the best cafes, and even do a spot of fishing on the jetty. We visit Jacob's Creek to steal their chef's favourite Tommy Ruffs recipe. Aromas coming out of that pot.
Oh, fantastic.
The dive. Brilliant. And Adam marries garlic prawns and spelt pasta to create a harmonious and delicious winter recipe.
This is going to be a perfect dish.
But first, I'm catching up with the past president of the Brighton Surf Lifesaving Club to hear their stories.
Brighton Surf Lifesaving Club first had a presence here at Brighton in the early 1930s. That's a photo of some of those early members.
Wow.
And unfortunately, from 1952 onwards, women were not allowed in lifesaving clubs at all. In 1979-1980, women started doing their bronze medallion and were allowed to become lifesavers again. Today, nearly half our members are women. A lot of our office bearers, club captains, all those sort of positions are held by women.
Peter, tell me about surf lifesaving yourself. How did that all get going?
It started in Sydney, and it started with some fishermen using fishing boats, very similar to the design of our surf boats today, to rescue people. So it started from there. These days, we use the rubber ducks and jet rescue boats and jet skis.
It's a fairly evolving movement, I think, with all the nippers that are coming through.
That's right, yeah. Nippers are a very strong part of any surf club. We'd have well over 200 nipper members, and then you've got all their parents, and often they stay and do their bronze medallion and become lifesavers themselves.
Sort of like a family sport.
Oh yes, yeah, we've got families in this club, 4 generations.
After the break, I'm on Brighton Jetty to catch some of these Tommy Ruffs for the next recipe. So don't go away. In the Glenelg episode, I got Keith Goody from Fisherman's Paradise to give me some really good tips about catching a sea bream. Well, he was so good, so successful, I've got him back today. We're down here at Brighton, and he's going to give me some tips on catching Tommy Ruff. Keith, how are you again?
Hello, Michael. How are you?
How long you been here?
Oh, about 2 hours now.
Any good? Any good?
Well, the run-in tide's been terrific.
Oh.
And there's been a little bit of breeze, and the fish have come on. Do you want to have a look?
Of course. Oh,
they're a big Tommy. Biggest I've seen for a long time.
Wow. How'd you catch that?
Well, we've got 3 types of bait here, Michael, that we use off of Brighton and most of the jetties along the Metro Coast. We've got gents that are produced here and bred here in South Australia.
Okay.
And we've got a mullet mix, which is a generally kangaroo with cinnamon, a little bit of curry powder in it.
Now, come on.
You know,
and
you can smell the curry. You know, and we've got cockles as well.
Gulwa cockles.
Gulwa cockles.
Yeah, okay.
And the most important thing is that we've got a ground bait or a burley, and that's got aniseed and tuna oil and all sorts of bits and pieces in it. What happens, Michael, is that we use a burley spring, which is a little sinker with a brass spring on it, and we get a little bit of ground bait in our palm of our hand, and we compress that into the spring.
And
on the top, we've got size 10 hooks, which are a long shank.
Oh, yes, yeah.
And we put 2 or 3 gents on top of those, and gents are the best. A gent has got 2 ends. You always put it through the fat end. If you put it through the thin end, you'll kill them straight away and they won't wriggle.
Oh, okay, right.
As we just go, you can either cast out, but the best thing off a jetty, especially if you've got a little bit of depth in the water, is to go down to the surface and drop about a whole rod length down. So you're fishing about 3 metres under the surface.
I can see that. You've thrown it.
And when you get down there, because of your burleys in that burley spring, you just give it a quick jag, and that will disperse the burley.
Now here on the jetty here at Brighton, what else would you get apart from Tommies?
We're very lucky here in South Australia. We can catch a feed of Tommies, a few gar, a few squid, a couple of snook, and you can put the crab nets in during the summer for blue crabs and in the winter for sandies.
I've jumped in the car to take a trip just north of Adelaide to the Barossa Valley because it's a home to a great restaurant, great chef, and the wines are not too bad either. And here's the great chef, Genevieve Harris. Genevieve, what are you going to do, my little Tommy Ruffs?
With your Tommy Ruffs, well, we're going to make a broth today. It's actually a little bit Asian, Malaysian in style. I've been into the garden, picked some lemongrass. The last of our... Yeah, that'd be fantastic. The last of our eggplants, some spinach, and our last vital ingredient is some fresh turmeric.
Now Genevieve, what's the first thing we're going to do?
Okay, we need to get the paste made for our broth. So we have turmeric, candle nuts, chilies and ginger. I'm going to put all of those into my mortar and pestle with a little bit of shrimp paste that I've roasted in the oven. Your job is I need those onions into that mortar and pestle. I don't need them pureed, I just need a fairly roughish kind of chop.
Okay.
So let's both get banging into our mortar and pestles. Now we're going to cook this in peanut oil. All right, you ready to bring it over to the saucepan?
Yes. All right, all in?
All in.
Here we go. Oh, sizzle, 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 aromas.
And I'm putting in my paste.
Okay.
So what we're doing is we're just cooking out all of that grittiness and really wanting to get something incredibly smooth and aromatic. You can smell it, can't you?
Oh, it is amazing. It really, really is.
Now, that lemongrass there, I could get you to maybe just cut in half almost.
Okay.
Beautiful. Throw them in. Now, that's all coming together beautifully.
Okay.
So, Michael, would you like to pass me the tamarind water? Do you want to pour it in?
I will.
Yeah,
Yes.
here we go.
Now, tamarind gives a sort of sourness or
A sour flavour
yes,
to it,
that's right.
absolutely.
Here we
It's now what we need to add sugar and salt. So that's going to balance out the sourness from the tamarind water. And then I'll get you just a couple of pinches of salt would be great. All right, now I've strained that broth. I'm going to add in some of the chopped eggplant.
Organically grown, of
Organically grown in our garden.
This is, you know where the food's coming from.
Fantastic. And what we're going to do again now is just give that
Stir.
a stir and a few minutes to simmer in.
Now, is it time for the Tommy Ruffs?
Absolutely. What I've done is I've cleaned some of them up, and you can see I've taken out the middle section and done a lovely V cut. And we're just going to drop those into...
Simple as that?
Yep, into the broth and let them simmer for maybe 2 or 3 minutes.
I've seen that before.
And we're done.
Aromas coming out of that pot.
Fantastic.
The dive.
So,
Brilliant.
do you want to bring over one of the plates and we'll serve one up?
Genevieve, that looks fantastic.
Thanks, Michael. It's my Tommy Ruffs fillets that you caught, poached in a tomato and tamarind broth.
Now, I'm just dying to try these Tommy Ruffs. Let's have a look at this flavour.
Now, what we need to do is to find a wine to go with this dish. And I've selected a Riesling here because I think Riesling pairs up perfectly with South Australian seafood, in particular these Tommy Ruffs. And we've got the Steingarten Riesling. Now, the Steingarten Riesling is a really dry style of Riesling with a lovely citrusy, lemony flavour. and let's see how we go. Wow, that's perfect, absolutely perfect.
James, you've got really everything here at Jacobs Creek, the setting, but what sets this restaurant apart from others here in the Barossa Valley?
Well, it's simple actually, Michael, because we've got not only the perfect wine and the perfect venue, but we also source our produce locally, and so locally, in fact, we actually grow it in our own garden.
Well, I've actually experienced that myself with Genevieve, and she picked the ingredients and then introduced them to this wonderful recipe with Tommy Ruffs.
Yeah, it's fantastic, that dish, isn't it? So, in actual fact, during the month of September, we'll be serving that dish when you come into the restaurant with a complimentary glass of our lovely Steingarten 2013 Riesling.
Oh, James, that sounds pretty good. So don't forget, the month of September, come in and ask for that beautiful Tommy Ruff recipe. It's a real winner. Thanks, James.
Thanks, Michael.
After the break, we're going to have a really good look around Brighton, and then we're going to catch up with Adam, who's cooking one of my most favourite seafoods, prawns. Love prawns. Can't wait. Fishing off the jetty is not the only attraction down here at Brighton. In fact, this place is a bit of a hub for groovy cafes and restaurants. Its Art Deco style and relaxed feel is quite cosmopolitan. They're so cosmopolitan, they have an annual arts event. That's really something. The event was inspired by Brighton Surf Lifesaving Club members after experiencing sculptures at Cottesloe Beach in Western Australia, which was modelled on the famous Bondi sculptures by the sea. The event is unique, a combination of art and sport happening at the conclusion of the Brighton Jetty Classic Swim. It is a really great story for the arts and a successful community event. There are large and small sculptures for indoor or outdoors, and they're made of so many different materials. And the event is here every year at Brighton between January and February.
I know that Michael usually goes hunting for some of my ingredients, but when it comes to prawns, I really like to choose them myself. Why? Because prawns are sensitive little creatures, and getting the best quality requires a little knowledge. The prawns should have a mild smell of the sea. They should be in visually good condition without any physical damage or bruising. Their shells should be firm and have that clear, shiny, just caught look. Avoid product that has discoloration or dryness, or any unnatural residue or slime on the surface. Some prawn species, like this endeavour prawn, have a darker head, but this could also be due to when a prawn is on a feeding frenzy prior to being caught, they end up with this dark substance in the top of their head. Generally, prawns that have a very dark black head are to be avoided, as they may have been treated with chemicals. Finally, my best tip is to eat them fresh. As soon as you buy them, cook them up and enjoy your prawns. But if it's Christmas or a special event and you need to keep them in the fridge, this is what I do. Place the prawns in a large colander with a bowl underneath to catch all the juices. Cover with a little ice and a sheet of glad bait and pop them in the fridge.
Adam, what a beautiful day down at the seaside.
Oh, it's an absolute cracker, Michael.
It is, the sun's just gone in and there's a few little showers in the area, but what are we going to cook today?
Hey, I love prawns, and there's nothing more than I love a plate of garlic prawns, but we're going to make a garlicky pasta dish. So garlic prawns with San Remo Spelt pasta. Spelt is an ancient grain. It's high in fibre, low in fat, really good for you, and it's got this great nutty taste. So with the garlic prawns,
Would that be it?
That'll be the one. This is going to be a perfect dish. Well, look at these prawns here, Michael. We have beautiful Spencer Gulf local prawns.
Okay, you're going to clean them?
I'm going to clean them up. So I'm just going to literally rip the head off, Michael, like so. Out with that. De-shell it, so just by removing the shell all the way along.
Good.
So to devein it, just come along the back, like so, not too far in, and then just use your knife to remove what we call the poop line. Okay, and there we go. We've got a beautiful prawn, just like that. So I'll do the last one, or you want to give it a crack?
Yeah, I'll give it a crack.
All right, give it a crack. That's easy, good man. Nice and easy. So you really want to look for your prawns, Michael, nice and clean. That's it, good man.
Cut them there like that.
Yeah.
Like that?
Yeah, a bit nervous when you hold it in your hand like that, mate.
Oh, I got
bit
that
scared,
from
but it's
an
okay.
old mate of mine.
Old mate of yours? All right. I'll grab a splash of olive oil, please, Michael.
Yep.
Straight away. So you got your pan nice and hot here. We'll get that into there for me. There we go.
How much?
Yeah, keep going. Beautiful. Plenty. You know I like my olive oil.
I do.
know. All right, so we'll put that down, in with some more butter, in with some garlic. So a good amount of garlic, like so.
You don't skimp on the garlic. You've
No,
got to go for
this
it.
is garlicky prawns. This is the one.
Oh, la, 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 la. You speak genuine Italian straight after. Beautiful.
Okay.
A bit of salt.
Salt, a little bit of pepper.
Yep.
In with the prawns.
Okay.
In they go.
Leave them there for a while.
Yeah, we need to cook them for a couple of minutes.
We'll go to a break. We'll be back. They're not going anywhere. I'll guarantee it. We've got a situation here. It's going to rain in a minute.
We certainly do, so I need to chop. I need you to get onto the chopping up the parsley there, Michael, for me. Oh, away you go. Good man. So look, the prawns probably need another minute or two more, Michael, but we're going to take them out of the pan.
Yep.
Now that will stop the burning or overcooking as well. I'm going to get them in there, my fingers. It's cold enough out here, so I can stick my fingers in there and not feel the pain.
Hey, don't we cook in all different sorts of situations?
That we do.
But we love it.
We love it.
Right, parsley, where would you like that?
Some more
in there?
butter, yeah, a bit of parsley in there.
Mm-hmm.
I'll get you to slice open a lemon there for me.
Mm-hmm.
Straight down the guts, don't worry about it, you'll be all right.
Like that?
That's it, no fancy stuff here yet. Away with that one, into the bin over there.
I've heard to be fancy.
Yeah? So just in with
Bit
some
of
lemon juice.
Righto, good.
And some white wine too, please, Michael.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Just there.
White
Front,
wine.
just a little
that's
bit.
the
This
white
is the
wine.
garlic, garlic prawns, so just a little bit.
Oh, a little bit of wine.
This
I
is
thought
your
that was
sauce.
stock.
No.
White
This
wine.
is the basis to
Okay.
your dish there.
And how'd you get the garlic so fine? It's just beautiful.
If I had to tell you that, I have to put you in the water, but no, seriously, we just put it into a food processor, blend it around, then we add the vegetable oil.
That's
okay,
it.
that's it.
It's
Now,
amazing.
really
Okay,
simple.
what do we got left?
We're going to add a little bit more garlic, so we get that clean flavour all the way through our garlicky prawns. Okay, give that a stir.
So you've removed the prawns and you're enriching the sauce with the garlic sauce.
Oh yes, I am, definitely. So all I've done here, Michael, is cooked off some San Remo Spelt pasta, spirals, in salted boiling water for about 6 minutes. So it's really nice and al dente, firm to the tooth, okay? You want to give that a go?
It is. That's beautiful.
Really good. So we're just going to add that to the pan, like
It is
so.
firm, isn't it? Just not quite al dente.
In with our prawns, back in they go. Look at all that flavour in there. I can feel that shower getting a little bit heavier on me here, mate.
Like me get a brolly.
You know what happens to my hair when it gets
I wouldn't be able to
wet?
hold the brolly over your head.
Well, you could piggyback or something like that, we can work it out. All right, so get the lid back on, give them a couple of minutes, make sure that the heat goes all the way through, the pasta's coated by the oil, the butter, the garlic, the parsley.
Well, there you are on a rather coolish wet day down here at Brighton, a magnificent dish, garlic prawns with San Remo Spelt pasta. Walking trails, cafes, art, surf, hey, what more could you want? So pop down to Brighton, here at South Australia, for a good old dose of cosmopolitan. Well, that's all from us for today. See you next time, but don't forget, like us on Facebook. I've jumped in the car and I've taken a trip north of Adelaide to the Barossa Valley. Valley. After the break, I'm here on Grange. What's the Grange for? That's twice the one.
Out of the Blue, proudly brought to you by San Remo. We're family.